Welcome to our demo on the digital handshake with the automotive dealership. Now, buying a car is a very involved and a personal experience requiring a lot of research by the customer. This research done by the customer as well as the dealership experience play a very crucial role in the decision-making process when buying a car. Unfortunately, both of these channels work in silos, and the dealership has no view into what it is that a customer has done online and the amount of research that they have done to personalize this experience. Our solution, that is powered by the Adobe Experience Cloud suite of products, attempts to bridge this gap by empowering the salesperson with all of the information to have that, the contextual data to have that informed decision with the customer. And not only this, the end customer also has that seamless end-to-end conversation from the online to the offline channel. Let us take the example of Arjun, who is in the market for a new sedan. Now, while he's in the market for a new sedan, he's heard a lot of marketing buzz around a new SUV that V Motors has launched. So he comes to the website, he's browsing around, he looks at the SUV, which is the new product that we just spoke about, and he wants to see what all of this buzz is about. So he looks at a new SUV and some of the signature colors for that SUV. He then also looks at some of the engine trims and the wheels available as well. Now, Arjun knows that he's in the market for a sedan. So from the SUV page, he goes back to the home page and browses to the sedan section. On the sedan page, this is where he spends a bulk of his time, right? So he looks at the car itself, the various colors that are available, looks at, say, the lava orange, looks at the golden flash that's available, but decides he wants to go with the teal blue. He has selected teal blue. He goes to the wheels and selects the Verona trim because he likes the minimalist look of it. Now, although he has provided all of his configuration for this sedan, he might still be on the fence, and this could be for a variety of reasons. He might want to discuss with family to see what it is that they want and take their inputs before he makes this decision. He might also want to look at finance options. So now the system understands that Arjun is on the fence and tries to give him a little bit of a nudge to finally take that plunge and walk into a dealership to get in-person experience of the car. So the system here, you can see on the screen, it shows him the QR code that he will present at the dealership. We could also couple this with the personalized offer because we already have some of his browsing details already and some of his intent. Now, along with this, we can also get Arjun's preferred channel of communication. In this case, we will select WhatsApp. Let's put in some of his details. We also solicit Arjun's consent to share with the dealership for this personalized experience across the online to the offline channels. Now we will hit submit and Arjun will receive this QR code on WhatsApp. Now this is Arjun's case. We might also have customers who are very clear on what they want. They could directly come to this page, scroll down to the book a test drive section, put in their details, put in things like the dealership selection, and directly, book the test drive with the dealership. Arjun has received the WhatsApp QR code. You can see it. I have it on WhatsApp and I pull up the QR code. All Arjun needs to do is to scan this QR code at the dealership. Now let me pull that up on the big screen. So I'm going to mimic the scanning of that QR code. In this case, we will select the QR code, open it. You can see that the system has identified the QR code and all the salesperson has to do is hit submit. Once this is done, even before that initial conversation has happened, you can see that the salesperson has a lot of information already on the work that was done by Arjun on the website. You can see that Arjun spent a little bit of time on the SUV. Along with this, he also looked at the sedan and the configuration of the sedan, and you can clearly see that he spent a fair amount of time on the sedan, and this clearly shows his intent. Now, this in itself, I think, is a very, very powerful view for the salesperson to have an intelligent conversation with the customer. But couple this with third-party data such as demographics and demographic data such as his buying power, such as his budget, his income. I think this enriches that unified profile and makes this that much more compelling for the salesperson. Now, in this case, if the salesperson sees that Arjun is budget conscious, he could continue with this sales pitch for the sedan. But if he sees that there is more buying power and Arjun can afford more, he could also decide to upsell an SUV to Arjun. So the intent here is that the system provides him with all of the data points needed to have that conversation, to make that upselling or another cross-selling decision based on the segmentation data that he sees. Now, this is only using third-party data. If, say, V Motors had a tie-up with a second party like a Car Wale or Car Dekho, then you could also get that data in here, look at those segmentation criteria such as, Arjun might have seen a premium sedan on the other second party website. V Motors could use that data for segmentation, and that's another data point that the salesperson could use. So you can see that in this way, we have not only provided an end-to-end seamless customer journey to Arjun from the online to the offline channel, but we have also provided the salesperson with all of that data needed to have that intelligent conversation with the customer. You can see here that Arjun did not have to repeat any of the details online. Everything was seamless. It came from the online browsing behavior directly to the dealership offline. Now, this entire solution that we built was built primarily on Adobe Analytics, which does the customer journey across the website. Adobe Audience Manager that we spoke about, that does your second and third party data tying and creation of the unified profile. It is our DMP. And Adobe Campaign, which is our campaign orchestration and delivery mechanism, which does things such as your push notifications, SMSs, emails, etc.